Aqui, né, mano? Um probleminha. Tem que começar a batalha com o Titan de novo. Tô na metade da batalha já com ele. Caiu energia aqui. Agora eu vou pular. Eu já recebi essa GGzinha. Não dá pra pular. Crescer a mão dele de novo. E aí, Aquiles Rig, bom dia. Como é que você tá, meu mano?
Let's give this a try.
Toma. Primo. Não, acho que ainda não acabou não. Pegou mais cristal. E comeu o cristal? Eita, primo. Vou ficar mais forte agora, vai ficar embaçado. Nossa! Cada vez mais feio, hein, filho? Meu Deus do céu.
Found to help me. It's you or die! I'm coming, Kuka!
Demorou. Valeu. Ai, caramba, errei. Parece que não tá contando pra mim, mano. Os views tá travado em um aqui. Aí é osso. Isso é porque a live caiu. Agora subiu pra 2. Demorou, valeu, mano.
I've got you now.
Meu Deus. Olha, o bicho é brabo, velho. Olha o socão. Penga, menor. Agora o bagulho vai ficar sério. Caramba, me esquivei. Então não morre não, mano. Acho que tava dando problema porque eu tava com a tava da Twitch aberta. Ah, pode ser. Derrotamos. Não, eu pensei que eu tinha derrotado ele. Ele voltou. Meu Deus, agora não tem mais nenhuma lucigênia. Lucigênia, eguinha. Cara, tá difícil. Uma treta, mano. Titan aqui, ele revive umas 50 vezes. Toma essa esquiva aí. Por isso que fala que é 1 hora pra terminar a missão, porque só nele aqui, mano, é uns 40 minutos. Titan. Aba de pontos do canal. Sumiu. Oxi. Como assim, mano? Falta pouco, falta pouco. Não sacode de terra, mas eu esquivei. Eita, pega. Agora pegou forte. Da cabeça. Frio, as armaduras do bichão. Pedra. Trocação cabulosa. Agora acabou. Agora nós destruímos o Titan. Só 300 de experiência, mano. Tá de ponto de habilidade é brincadeira, hein? Agora deve ser uma meia hora só de vídeo. Destruiu o cristal. Mais um cristal destruído. Segundo que a gente destrói. Segundo ou terceiro cristal já que a gente destrói aqui. Enxaqueca braba.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Bichano morre.
Don't let him in!
Já possui o Clive.
We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
Joshua é o irmão dele.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss.
Quem é esse mano aí? Eu não sei.
One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Ordem Sagrada dos Cavaleiros do Dragão.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Eita, maluco grosso da bexiga. Doido. Nazinha só queria cuidar do cara.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
Esse é o que tem o Simon do Salmo.
The Empire
Salmo do
made an
Bahamut.
armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence,
Yes,
O
my
puto
prince.
porque ele achou que ele ia ser o imperador.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
É o Joshua.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
Esse é o irmão do Clive.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the
Fênix. Também tem um dos Acons. Chamo de Acon aqui, não é Summon.
Your fingers burned.
É, respeito o
I'm not
Fênix.
interrupting. Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
O Clive achava que ele estava morto. Depois descobriu que não. Só que eles não se encontram. É difícil se encontrar na história.
I thought you long dead.
Também achou que estava
Do I
morto.
address a ghost?
Barra morte.
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Ainda não terminou a missão principal, mano? Meu amigo. De... Com 63% só. Meu Deus. Bora lá. 73% da história principal. Uma nova esperança.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up.
Welcome home, Sid.
Olha lá, agora começou outra missão. Continuamos com 63% e 17 horas jogadas. Agora, peraí, que eu derrotei o bichão lá. Eu bagulho numa parada que eu nem posso usar. Mas, mano, tem que ter algum... Ah. Yeah. Eu não tô conseguindo.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books.
Welcome home, Club.
It's good to be back.
I feel it, which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Ah, vai voltar com a gente.
Otto, any word?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
Thank you.
Ah, the conquering...
I may have.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of the scent.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men. Orcs, Vivian. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home? The mother... It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men? One can often be led astray by focusing too... One must instead see the bigger picture. The Kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of
Quem conhece o Final sabe que essa musiquinha é clássica. Tocando de fundo.
The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just... Indeed he is. Which, well, not quite all. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human.
I suppose we are.
Fofoquinhas.
Well, someone looks pleased with him.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Can't find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Então, o meu tá bom.
If the state of our coffers is anything to go by.
Blackthorn,
What is it?
I wanted to tell you that...
Wondering you.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Vai, irmão, ver se você tem umas melhorias pra fazer nas minhas armas. Olha aí.
Should last you a good while.
Opa.
And how am I meant to do that then? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Falta um osso de seu pau. Dá pra subir. E não vou subir isso agora não, então.
No scratches, right? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
É, já tô usando os bagulhos sem olhar. Vai ser melhor antes, ó.
And how am I meant to do that then? Not my best work, but it'll do. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Anything else?
Arcocratas.
Clive? No.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and...
All right, brilliant.
Finally, a new...
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to...
Hippocrates. After, I need to know what he is.
Alas, no. And not for want of trying, not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is all...
But I saw him. With my...
I don't... Alas, it seems you are the only... To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his...
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another project. But until I do, my
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Que da hora.
I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes? My knowledge is yours. What subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome, Clive.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands, just spreading the word.
Vou fazendo fofocas.
So, the professor's got a soft... No. She was right. Ah, but you ain't told. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, be sure. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember. Very well.
Top, derrotei aquele titã cabuloso lá. Aí apareceu outros icons aqui, que são summons. Provavelmente vou ter que enfrentar agora, buscar para enfrentar o Bahamut. E ainda vai ter o Odin também. Bem reto. Falar com a Mitch.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. Why would anyone want to do that?
Ela fica aqui embaixo, em algum lugar. Na parte de baixo daqui. Como é que eu desço? Aqui.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Onde é que eu desço? Puta, foi pra longe pra cacete. Ó, a pedra tá por aqui. Vendo só pelo mapa, tipo, ela estaria aqui. Ah, aqui, ó.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
So, and
Only the fastest, finest ship that will...
Me and my dad designed it together, where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water. Ours is fitted with, and those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than, which is what. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in camp. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done.
Is there anything?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, the stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going...
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list to show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head not.
Luckily, you don't...
Hoje em dia tá muito mamata jogar RPG. Antigamente você tinha que se virar, mano. Todos esses papinhos que nós estamos fazendo aqui era na raça, irmão.
Out with it.
It's for mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise going then.
She said you would know.
Krieger's teats.
It is a great go.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though, and I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at a temperature, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing...
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from the...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two luckies...
Gav me ajudou bastante. Eu vou mandar o pedir pro Gav.
You going after the stuff? Which one?
Gav.
All right then. So, where do we find...
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the Black Sand.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a...
All right.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Black...
You two, eh?
Fleece me.
Albergue Dalimil, República de Dalmácia. Eu passei por aqui. 31% dessa missão, faltam cerca de 50 minutos. Completamos 64%. Por quê?
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Hey, Gav.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much.
Ó, que lindo, mano, a cena.
Planning to do with it though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
É outro que falta. Eu saí da missão. Aqui.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Verdade, eu tinha que ter comprado poções, eu não comprei. Vou voltar lá pra comprar. Bem que você acha, né, durante o jogo.
You finished?
Enough.
Oh, that might even be enough for all. Here.
Que lindo,
Feels
mano.
like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do and there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gap.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest.
Oh, I plan after Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn. Got everything?
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often, or beat sneaking around on your Todd all the...
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's under...
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. It's gone. There's nothing left but a crater.
Ué, mano. Yeah. Não, não é. Eu disse. Cara, que é grande, mano. Beleza. Como é bonito. Olha esse gráfico. É, mano. Apaixonado por esse jogo. Acho que não é desse lado aqui, não. Esse.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. I'll come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen...
salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Essa é a fulana. Ela chamou a assistente dela de fulana.
Is this about the helm?
Yes.
I'll show you the plan. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat.
Engenharia.
That heat is then harnessed to... Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal display. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess, in other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect... Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts of... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Good day to you.
A esquerda aqui, lá na frente à direita. Eu errei já. E aqui. Não dá pra passar aqui, mano. Tem que subir aqui. Cá e já errei de novo. Ué, mas ó, tem que... Ah, deixa eu virar pra cá. Beleza. É só seguir reto agora. Isso, eu saio lá no final. Vale 9, gente.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine.
Of course. Anybody home?
De novo esse bicho.
I can't go on.
Ô, louco, velho. Que isso? Acho que já me liguei mais ou menos. Tô usando a magia. Toma isso, toma isso. Agora toma isso. Posso ficar nesse meio do círculo aqui, ó, que ele faz. Toma.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safe.
All right.
A mapinha do jogo é muito bem feito, mano.
I'll come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena.
Excellent.
And just...
Right. The shielding.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship, which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think.
Well, if I were in need of obscure, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him? See what he makes?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
E vai pra lá e vem pra cá, né? Mas o bom é que, como eu falei, os RPGs hoje em dia tem a marcação, gente. Você tem que ir certinho. Antigamente você tinha que ir fazendo essas idas e vindas na raça, irmão. Achar, falar com um por um. O jogo que era 30 horas levava 200 horas pra terminar, porque achar tudo na raça.
Hippocrates. Do you have them?
For you, Clark?
Well, actually, it's for... Could you take a look at it?
Shielding for a mithril? What are the...
She has some specific requirements for the materials. And yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the as you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution. Or if you might be able to...
Perhaps. It is not a
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home, and yet... We have made a home.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm.
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection. I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching how best...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well,
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my
Houve decisão. Ah, agiu, né, irmão? Agiu.
So, Clive, who will accompany...
Agiu, pô. Tem um lance que agiu.
So then, what...
I have taken the liberty of...
White chocolate? Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredient...
Though these items, so much so now, of course.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out.
I will.
You two enjoy yourself.
You too, Tom. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spring.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
All anyone ever wants anymore is water. Great. How am I supposed to?
You'll not find a
those
living in the bushel.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all the... Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple...
All right.
How about you look for the pepio? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by...
Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they go.
Peraí que eu já volto, hein? Voltamos, família.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on, take it.
Vou vender minhas paradas ainda não.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. Good day.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this in. But before we head back, would you...
Chamou ela pra caminhar com ele. Que romântico. Tua gota de velhinha ali.
Thank you for asking me to help you today.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for your...
There was, yes. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalie. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the... It's just... you're right. Clive. Is it wrong of me to...
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when we can live on our own terms.
Thank you.
Vou rolar o beijinho finalmente? Não. Que pizza, hein? Será que vai agora? Olha lá.
I suppose we best be... I need to give these ingredients to Hop. I'll see you at the hideout.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
E aí, Blaze? Boa tarde, meu mano. Seja bem-vindo aí. Primeira vez sua no chat.
Well,
Como é que você tá?
And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients,
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bart.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill.
Bernard
in
aí.
the infirmary. Many hands
E aí, ô
make light
Blaze?
work and all that.
Of course.
Vocês vieram lá do grupo do casal do gamer?
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice.
Esse romancinho desses dois aí.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of... When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of followed by a rigorous process of testing and
Hein, Blaze e Bernard, vocês vieram lá do casal gamer? De onde vocês vieram?
young mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hoppo.
Ah, mas... Entendi. O Blaze acho que veio lá do casal gamer também, né?
I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Normal, o Blaze colou, acho que saiu fora também. Ah, entendi. E sim. Isso aí, um ajudando o outro sempre. E eu tenho que ver pra falar com a Mid, tá por aqui. Ah, o Blaze foi meu último seguidor mesmo. De ontem à noite, eu acho.
Editors started reading
Não
books.
sei se você reparou isso, Obi. E... você pode ter vários seguidores, mas a quantidade de views mesmo é bem baixa, né?
You'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to the black.
You know, when I got into the smith, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding.
Displacement.
Biboca de parafuseta.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it. Let's take this out, Mid. You get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna...
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Essa bexiga aí que tá pronta?
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Ah, tá. Ia ter que ficar correndo atrás das paradas pra ela.
Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves.
Ô, bem, mas deixa suas abinhas lá aberta que tava contando view aqui, ó. Tava com 4 views faz tempo. Agora caiu pra 3. Se você puder, claro.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon, searching for a land untouched. So if the worst came to the worst and... That's what she was meant to be. You see, but now she's so close to being finished. I don't want it to be just a life. I want people to sail in a world where we're not just trying to...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit, sod our plans. I'm trusting in...
Are you sure about...
Something tells me...
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up for.
All right. I'll let Otto...
Aye, aye, Captain.
Lá pro bando dela, sapatinho. Dar um oi pro Trem Maxwell com a outra. Ah, entendi. Ah, ele é gente boa também, já me deu umas moral aqui também. Tá certo.
All right, Clive. Has Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take.
She said that? In that...
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Mid.
Is that the thing Times helped?
Obolus.
Yep. In a boat. You in a hurry and all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she... But anyway, I was on my way up. Got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention...
What tidings, Uncle?
Meu querido sobrinho, minha jornada para Cameron foi um completo sucesso. O amigo que eu havia mencionado não apenas concordou em compartilhar o conteúdo da caixa forte dele conosco, como também os acontecimentos nas cidades livres. E assim eu soube dos esforços de uma certa jovem amiga sua. Embora eu acredite que o projeto da senhorita Telamon seja valiosa à Enterprise, duvido que as autoridades canverianas aceitem gentilmente o uso não autorizado de seus estaleiros, não importa o quão desertos estejam. E se o boato já chegou ao meu amigo, pode ser que não demore muito para os mestres das guildas, para que os mestres das guildas batam em nossa porta. E por isso que lhe escrevo este bilhete. Gostaria de pegar emprestado seu amigo Gav por 1 ou 2 luas, para que ele possa ficar de olho naqueles que podem fazer mal à nossa pequena irmandade e nos avisar de qualquer ataque iminente. Espero que você considere esta proposta. Seu querido tio.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need some.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway? That wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not a...
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Esse outro doido aí. A tiazona.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Tô sentindo que vai acontecer alguma coisa com ele, hein?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Não, Mac Oriental. Carinhozinho do Turgo. Adiante. Essa é a nova missão.
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Vamos ver aqui quanto que a gente tá de missão. Tem 1500 pontos de habilidade. Melhorar isso aqui ainda mais. Toma. Agora só tem 500. Esse aqui é o da mirazinha lá. Eu quase não uso ela. Pra quando tiver mais pontos. Bom, vamos ver. Quanto que a gente conseguiu evoluir? 65%, ó. 17 horas. Talvez aí, até o final do dia, a gente chegue nos 70%, né? Se seguir essa lógica, a gente começou a estar com 60%, se eu não me engano. Depende também da quantidade de cada história aqui que tiver, né? Mas dá pra gente chegar nos 70% pelo menos. Não sei se nesse ritmo a gente vai conseguir zerar até amanhã, mas vamos continuar jogando pra poder, né, finalizar. Então é isso por enquanto. Vou dar uma paradinha aqui pra almoçar, já volto, né? Volto acho que ali por volta das 2h12, 2h15, uma horinha somente, tá? Quem for assistir o vídeo aí no canal YouTube, não se esquece de se inscrever, deixar o likezão e compartilhar para dar aquela moral, beleza? Tamo junto, é nóis!